What's up, Christina? How are you doing?
Very well. How about you?
Good, not too bad. Good to see you again.
Yeah,
It has
second
been-
year in a row that we've been at the
Yeah.
WebSummit.
Man, always so busy, always so packed, right?
Yeah, but I love
But-
it. It's like the best place to see the clients, friends, other founders.
Get to know new people.
Get
That's
to
how
know
we
new
met
people.
also anyways last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
Thank
true.
you for doing this. Thanks for joining.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
I think, it's a good opportunity for us to do stuff, to share about your company, but also what we do. I think there's a lot of synergy there, so I'm really interested to get your point of view on a few things. Why don't we start, for those who are watching who aren't aware, if we can learn a bit about what you do.
Of course. So 2 years ago, I
Yeah.
started a company called EIRA, and we specialize in organizing company offsites, especially for scale-ups and big tech companies. And we're doing this especially because of the remote and hybrid culture, where we saw that teams more and more need to get together in person.
Yeah.
And this is where we're coming from and what we've been building over
I
the
love
last
it.
2 years.
I love it. It rings so true for me too, because we're fully remote. Fortunately / unfortunately, I don't know how to think about it. I mean, before COVID, we used to have 2 days a week in the office.
Yeah.
After COVID, we were like, no, we need longer travel time, so we did
Yeah.
1 week per month. We would all gather in the office for an office week, regionally, and
Yeah.
3 weeks of the month you can work from anywhere. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Now that we've lost that, because rent prices are high, I can't be renting a place for a month and only using it for a week.
Of course.
But now that we have lost that, I think that's exactly offsite's very important, team bonding very important.
Yeah.
That's why I love coming to WebSummit actually, because we get a lot of the team together and they love it. Speaking of, I hear you've been doing some stuff around WebSummit too, no? You guys were arranging events and stuff for people?
Yes, actually, this is an organic thing that happened.
Yeah.
Quite a few of our clients that are in the AI space, they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
going to a lot of conferences, of course. So they started asking us also if we can help them to build their communities also during the conferences.
Okay.
So that means we organize their side events as well.
Nice.
And of course that's great for them because they already know us, we already know
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
we know their team very well through the offsites. And now, of course, doing also the side events, we can also cater the best possible experience for them and their team based on their branding,
Yeah.
what they want to, also represent with their brand and the event. So that's something that we've expanded into.
That's super cool because it's you guys anyways, in a way, focus on community building inside the brand,
Correct.
inside the company,
Yeah.
internal. And this is almost now you're able to influence their ecosystem and their community of users and people they're interacting with.
Yeah,
So the level of impact that you drive is so much more now with this, no?
that's so true.
Yeah. That's
And-
so intriguing.
Yeah, and also, this is also kind of community-based from
Yeah.
the other side, from our supplier side, right? We work with a lot of boutique, small individual hotels, and they also more and more ask us for their support in, building their experiences
Yeah.
for the clients, which are the scale-ups in this case. So also there we're building a quite solid community to
Very
help them
cool.
to create better experiences,
Yeah.
to understand also what's needed in the market, what
Yeah.
clients are looking for. So also there from that supplier perspective,
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
also more and more building this community side as well.
That's very cool. I mean, yeah, when you talk about, understanding what the buyer wants, needing that's so hyper relevant.
100%.
I think the biggest issue I see is when people are building communities, sometimes they build it for the sake of building it,
Yeah,
without keeping in mind the value that they're driving for the actual people in the community. And as long as they can actually deliver some tangible value for these guys, then they'll actually participate. Otherwise, businesses do this all the time. They'll build a space for people, and then they're like, "Why are people not interacting?" And it's like, what are they incentivized to interact? Right?
100%.
Yeah.
I also think though that especially for individual businesses, not only in
Yeah.
hospitality, but of course in my case in hospitality, it's also that, inflation is going up.
Yeah.
It's becoming more and more difficult to kind of stand out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of noise, a lot of companies that are investing a lot of money into advertising themselves. So they are also realizing that community is the best way to position themselves, right? Also by, sharing their experience,
Yeah.
what they can offer locally from their local suppliers, etc. So I think that's also a major part
Yeah.
of why this community is becoming this
100%.
unbeatable USP actually, right?
I like it. Yes. You're just straight up you don't know this, you weren't there, but our keynote speech, this is exactly what we were going through. Essentially, it was now it's oversaturated as a market. There's so many
Definitely.
competitors that are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
When you need to stand out, it's not about really standing out. It's just about keeping the people who are loyal to you loyal and like
Yeah.
building that authenticity and that
100%.
authentic vibe with people in order to make sure that that happens, right?
I agree with you.
Interesting.
I agree as well with the authenticity
Yeah.
part. I think that's like the best way
Key.
to create long-term relationships and also create like a community, but also like loyal suppliers, loyal clients. Like,
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, also with like everything being so polarized nowadays, you don't want to rely on fake news and media and out there. So like being able to interact directly with your users or your people and create specific communities and like have the ability to have your messaging be very clear in that perspective, that's like hyper relevant, right? And more important right now in my view.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So true. I agree with you.
So you yourself have moved around quite a bit. That has also, of course, shaped your perspective over the years. How do you see that affecting your view of community and your view of what people are doing nowadays? Different countries, different ways of interacting with each other. How does that shape your perception of community and people's interactions?
That's a really good question. I think we need community to survive. Like
Yeah.
that's what I keep on learning. Also, I'm a third culture kid, as they call it, right?
Same
so I
here.
always grew up exactly. So also Bangkok, right?
Also Bangkok,
me
we had
too.
that in common.
We had that
I
in common.
remember.
That was
Yeah.
what connected us. Yeah, exactly. So I think as a third culture kid, I learned very quickly that we need people around to
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of be happy and to survive in a way as well,
100%.
right? So I think it's so important to be able to find your community wherever you go.
Yeah.
And it's always a different community, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's also the beauty of it. In Italy, I have a very different community that surrounds me versus in Lisbon versus in Berlin.
Yeah. You're still constantly hopping
yeah,
around, huh?
this is still my
Right?
triangle.
It's just, I like it. Nice.
So from that perspective, I think I love that also because
Yeah.
it's a way to be connected with people, being also having the space to share what's going well, what's going not so well, having a space to be vulnerable, but to
Yeah.
also share the wins, right?
Absolutely.
And I think that's so needed in life, and also when you're building a company.
100%.
So
It's
from
challenging,
that
huh?
perspective, I think that's a really, really
Yeah.
big win when you travel
Fair.
around, and that's
Fair.
always the first thing I'm looking for, of course, right? Like an inner
Yeah.
circle
Yeah.
and a circle of trust that you always build over time, though.
In your perspective, what is the most like important or vital pillar when it comes to building
Professionally,
professionally?
what's the most? I think authenticity. You already mentioned
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I think like it's so important to be yourself
Yeah.
and be true to yourself. And I think the most difficult part of that is knowing yourself in the best
100%.
way, which is kind
Fair.
of a personal challenge always,
yeah.
right? But I think authenticity is the way
Fair.
to go.
Okay. And
Yeah.
personal communities?
Maybe actually I would say the same.
The same, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
I might say connection, if anything, communication, if anything. Yeah. For
Yeah.
that potentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Intriguing.
definitely.
All right. I'm gonna finish this off by going through a quick rapid fire round with you. So I'm just gonna ask a few questions, and first thing that pops up in your mind, right?
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Favorite place to live?
Bangkok.
Oh, I love it. Okay, top of mind. Next, like desired place to live.
Rio de Janeiro.
Ooh, okay, I like it. That's good. What's your favorite cuisine?
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the
Go
best.
to order.
I mean, I do love sushi. The classic. It's just
Classic.
the
I mean,
best.
it's hard to beat. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's
It's
the
good the
best.
way it is. Okay. As a founder, what's one piece of advice that you give people that like you think is underrated?
Don't take no for an answer.
Don't take no for it. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you don't try, you're never gonna get through.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And then last but not least, Google Maps or Apple Maps?
Google Maps.
Okay.
I hate Apple Maps.
Good.
Doesn't
Yeah,
work
it doesn't
for me.
make any sense. WhatsApp or Instagram?
Insta.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Portugal or Berlin?
So difficult.
I know.
I'm working on
Putting you
having
on
a
the spot.
50-50 setup.
Okay, I
I
like
think
it.
I love the beach
Yeah.
in Lisbon. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
having a city with a beach is like the best.
So good, yeah.
But Berlin has this incredible startup ecosystem, and I wouldn't want to miss it. And honestly,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
always FOMO when I'm not there. So from that perspective, I would say Berlin has a really special ecosystem that
Yeah.
I also love. So I think
Okay.
50-50 is the
Nice.
best setup for me.
I like it. And cats or dogs?
I like both.
It's okay, same here. I
Okay,
agree.
great.
Yeah, I have a cat at home, and but I do want to get a dog as well now soon.
Nice. Okay, we're on the same
Awesome.
team there.
I like it. All right, good to do this. Thank you for joining.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. And cut.